Okay guys, let's jump right into it. So what is a candlestick? Here I'm going to show you a bullish candlestick and a bearish candlestick. But before I get into it, I must explain one quick rule that you must understand. Each time frame is going to have its own candlestick open and own candlestick closure. So what that means is, based on looking at this chart, obviously none of you know what a candlestick is, the majority of you. So each one of these little patterns is a candlestick. This red one is a candlestick, this is a candlestick, this is a candlestick, this is a candlestick, and so on, etc. So we are currently looking at a monthly time frame. So this is a monthly time frame, so that means that from the start of July, this is July's candle, from the open of July to the close at the end of July, so going into August, this is July's entire month's candle. This is August, so this entire candlestick is 1 month. Going to the next, this is September. This entire candlestick is the entire month of September, etc. October, November. That is the monthly time frame. But scrolling in, this is how we dissect price. We use multiple time frames. So these are considered time frames. So next we will go into the weekly. So here are weekly candlesticks. So every single one of these candlesticks means a week. So this is a weekly candlestick. This was February 29th, the week of February 29th. This is the following week's candlestick in March 7th. And then this is the following candlestick, and so on and so forth. Going into the daily now, same exact story. Every single one of these is a day's worth of price action, meaning buyers and sellers pushing price up and pushing price down, etc. Every single one of these candlesticks is a day. I am being so specific because you need to understand the importance of what every single one of these time frame means. And it's all the same. Same thing for the 4 hour. Every single one of these candlesticks going down. This is a 4 hour candlestick. This is a 4 hour candlestick. This is a 4 hour candlestick. What this means inside of these candlesticks is whether bulls or bears, buyers or sellers had pushed price up, which in this case, this candlestick was controlled by buyers. I will explain that in more detail later on in the course. This, on the other hand, is a bearish candlestick. This is where sellers pushed price and obviously price went down. Red. So there are 4 general rules that you need to understand about candlesticks. Number 1 is the open of the candlestick. So we will use this candlestick that I have highlighted here as an example. So clearly here, this is a bullish candlestick. Green is for bulls, red is for bears. The bullish candlestick, this is where we opened up. Bulls push price all the way up and closed up here. This is where our closure is. And it's going to be vice versa for bearish, but I'll get into more details. So this is a monthly candlestick. So the month July 1st, this is when this candle had opened. We had opened right here. Sellers had pushed price. We threw a little small wick. I will get into wicks in a future video in the course. Don't worry about any of that. You need to have a main understanding of what a candlestick actually is. So July, this is where we opened. Bulls pushed price all the way up. Sellers rejected price and brought it right down here into a close, making this an extremely bullish candlestick. This is all you need to know about a bullish candlestick in this video. Now that you have the time frames all down within the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 30 minute, the 15 minute, the 10 minute, the 5 minute, and the 1 minute. Sorry for explaining all of them. I just want you guys to understand how detailed and how important this really is, how it all makes sense and it all tells a story. So now that you have an understanding of how a bullish candlestick works, let's go to the bearish candlestick. So this is a bearish candlestick. Now it is going to be the opposite for bearish candlesticks. The bearish candlestick is going to open on the top and it's going to close on the bottom. The reason being is we had blown out the previous candle where buyers were controlling price. Now sellers have controlled price, and this is where we close. This would indicate a bearish segment, but We are not worried about that. All we need to understand is what these candlesticks are doing. So, our 4 main general rules. The open of the candlestick, the close of the candlestick, the high that the candlestick made, and that little wick is the low of the candlestick. And that is our introduction to what is a candlestick.